again. It's me. Um, it's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been what, like 4 months or something. Let me turn that down. There we go. Yeah, it's been like 4 months or something. Since I last put something on this channel. I guess I just didn't feel the need to, or maybe I just like ran out of things to say. Cause like there's kind of only so much you can do in the way of like introspection before you kind of get to the bottom of it, and then it becomes about trying to change, which, you know, I've not done. I guess not really. So I guess that's my fault. But I figured it was appropriate at this point because it's the end of the school year, right? So I've done like pretty much anyway 1 year of university. And I started this channel like before I did university, before I like knew what was gonna happen, basically. And it's been a year since then. Since I sort of first made those videos, and I'm dropping out. I did my 1 year, I tried it, and I'm not in the right headspace for it. Like, I have issues with the course and everything, but mainly it's me. That's the problem, right? I don't care. I find it so hard to care. I couldn't finish shit. You know what I mean? I did a lot of work. I made as many deadlines as I could, but in the end, I can't do it. I've not grown any happier, really. And I'm now kind of at the end of what was probably the weirdest year of my life. Just again feeling like there's not particularly a way forward. You know, I was kind of faced with this dilemma before of like what comes next. But you know, it was always kind of just like what happens after I finished what I'm doing now. And now it's like I'm finishing uni in the sense that I'm done with it. I'm not gonna sit through it. And it just begs the question, like, what the fuck do I do now? I've been so miserable. I feel like I've just kind of reaffirmed everything that I hated about myself before going into this. I don't feel like I've discovered or improved in any way. I just feel like I've come to terms with the fact that I'm so much less than what I thought I could be. And you know, I'll miss the friends that I have here. I really will. You know, I really enjoyed some of the time that I got to spend with these people, but the entire time, it's kind of, you know, I've got this thing hanging over me, right? It's the reality that I'm not like them, and I never will be. You know, I've just realized more and more how not normal I am. And you know how I mean that, right? It's the being queer, being, you know, having a probably quite obvious mental disorder, right? And the people that I kind of made friends with online in the past year just kind of didn't work out. And it's all my fault, really. I'm like not a particularly good friend to have, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like I fucked everything up. I really do. There's just kind of this underlying feeling that I really, really got everything wrong. And I find myself feeling like that about fucking everything. Like I just wish I could start over and have another go at it, try not to fuck it up this time. But the truth is, I'm kind of sort of figuratively, what the fuck, figuratively? My god, how have I blanked how to say that? Literally and figuratively, kind of in a corner now, right? Because I'm making the choice to be out of education. I've got very little of an active social life. I have the least self-worth and esteem that I've ever had in my entire life. And I've kind of got no future. And it kind of just begs the question, like, why carry on? What's the point, you know? And I know that's such a stupid thing to be asking, like, of course. I don't think I have the guts to take my own life or anything, but I don't know. Sometimes I wish I did. And this is kind of why I stopped making these videos, right? Is because I feel like I said everything. I feel lost. You know what I mean? The world is still the worst it's ever been. My friends all wanna fucking die as well. I don't know what to do. Yeah, well. That's the type of shit I've been on anyway, I guess. I'm not moved out of my flat yet, but I will be next month. So not long now, I've got like 2 weeks maybe in this room. I really like this room, but I can't say I'm like not ready to go home. Ooh. The new Doom game came out recently. I'm like a huge Doom fan, and I was so excited for it. It was like I was having dreams about playing it type shit, you know what I mean? And then I played it and I finished it, and I liked it. I did like it quite a lot. I had a very good time playing it, but then like it was over, and it was just like my entire world just kind of fell out from beneath me. Like it was like that was kind of the thing that was keeping me going for weeks. It was like, oh, new Doom soon. That was putting me in a decent mood, and then I got it, and then it was just like, oh, it's done. I finished it. And like that's the emptiness that I like. I feel like such a dick saying that, right? Like, oh, the emptiness within me. But you know what I mean, right? What the fuck did I just do? Oops. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? If you're in this spot or have been in this spot, it's just kind of like not a lot really feels like it matters. I can't really remember the last time that I particularly felt like a human being. And there's people in my hallways again at 2:30 a.m. That's cool. That's really destroyed my train of thought. Oh my god. You would not believe how distracting that is. By the way. Like, oh my god. You hear him, right? I'm not gonna edit that out. Like, it actually like jams my brain. I'm struggling to even like know what to say right now. And yeah, to be honest with you, that is actually one of the reasons that I'm really quite looking forward to being back home, is so I can just feel fucking comfortable walking around my fucking living space, you know what I mean? Like, I think I probably talked about this in a previous video, how like I eat so poorly, and not as much as I probably should, because I just have like really awful social anxiety, I guess. So there's these people that I don't really know or like in my like kitchen at 3 in the morning. Like I have to wait until like 4 in the morning to feel safe actually going and cooking something. Do you know what I mean? Like that. I know that probably sounds really pathetic to anyone who's like not like mentally disabled in the way that I am, but like, yeah, I feel pathetic about it anyway, so it's whatever, I guess, right? I was going to speak more about dropping out and stuff, but honestly, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it's so just, I'm struggling to feel much of anything at all, unless it's misery. Presently, it's just like a lot of trying to keep myself entertained or busy in the day, and then it hits night, and like it just sucks. It's just like I'm just sitting up trying to figure out some way to vent my frustrations, but like usually it's like, yeah, I have no one up or no one that I feel totally just comfortable in dumping my shit on. And I feel so guilty for the people who have ever let me, because I'm so like obviously insistent on just being upset. Like I think about like the prospect of getting better, and it just doesn't really entice me. Like I hate myself so much, and there's so much about myself that I will never actually be able to fix. And when I think about that, it's just I'm very easily defeated by it, I guess. I found very little purpose in much of anything, so that's that. I don't know what to do. You know, I talk to people about it, and they try and explain to me the ways in which there is still, you know, somewhere I can go or what I can do, and it's just like I just fucking whatever, right? It's like, oh, these are your next steps. This is what you can do, and I'm so tired. I don't care. And it's one of those nights tonight where like I just wanted to cry, and I couldn't really. It was just like I was just trying to make myself cry again, and I couldn't do it. Nothing was really hitting. Sometimes you just kind of have to suffer and like sit through the misery rather than getting out in any way like that. So that's cool. That's where I'm at now. Like, Um, do you see what I mean? I don't even know what to say about it anymore. Like, I'm so just like done. Any conversation I have about like how I'm feeling does not ever feel productive. I never come out on the other end of trying to tell people shit feeling any better or relieved. People say like get weight off your chest, you gotta speak to someone, and it's like I feel like I'm being punished for trying to speak to people. I feel such intense shame over every facet of my being that I just like I can't do it. There's no benefit for me. And I'm kind of starting to realize now, like as I'm about to leave this place where I've been at university. I'm starting to realize that like that really could be the rest of my life. I'm just like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. We always think of the future as this super distant kind of thing, and I think about all this misery, and I'm like, maybe one day I can find my place, and I can be the person I want to be tomorrow. I don't need to do this today, but I genuinely think I'm gonna be like 30 years old, and I'll have never fucking transitioned. I'll have never improve my terrible social skills. I will never have done any of the creative accomplishments that I would want done by then, and I'll just I'll kill myself. I seriously Jesus fucking Christ, the idea of suicide it just gets sexier and sexier every fucking week, I swear to God. A year of this just went by, like being in this room and lying awake and like squeezing my fucking head in my fingers and like scratching at my skin because I'm just like pissed off and sad and miserable. It's been a year of this, and I genuinely, I can barely process any of it. I don't feel alive. I really don't feel alive. And I feel like people don't really care about me because I'm like a lost cause. I feel like a lost cause. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man. I'm disabled. I'm a minority that the vast majority of people on Earth want dead and like maimed and tortured. I'm part of minorities that the government is actively stripping rights away from. And I hate myself fucking so much. It's insane. I genuinely think of myself as scum. I'm worth so little in my head. Not because I think like I'm being deceived by myself, but because I genuinely think that's just like the quality of me as a person. I genuinely think I'm a fuck up. I think I'm such a fuck up. I think it's over. I think it's done. I think I felt like that like my entire life. I really think I felt like that my entire life, and I couldn't recognize what was wrong. I don't think I ever felt like content really. I think there's always just been something missing. And there's like hundreds and hundreds of, like, not thousands, right? Hundreds of thousands, millions and millions and millions of people who feel the exact same way. And like, there's just nothing we can do. And people bang on about like the beauty of life and hope and everything, but I just, like, I can't. I don't. It's not in me. I'm at a stage where I'm so fucking depressed, like, that I'm just pissed off at the world, I guess. I feel like there's no good ending for us. And I know, right? I know it's the most stupid, nihilist, teenagery shit ever. For someone who's a fucking grown adult, technically, right? I'm 20 this year. I'm 20 in, like, I don't know how many months, but I'm 20 years old this year, so that's fun. And I'm thinking like a child would, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm sorry that I've not been more concise with my words. I really I'm so bad at gathering my thoughts unless there's like one specific thing I want to talk about. But this time around, I don't know. I was just having one of those nights, you know what I mean? And I opened up the software and I was like, fuck it, I'll do another one. But yeah, so I guess the general theme of this one is that I just wish I was fucking dead. I wish I was dead so hard. And I can't put that in a way that's more elegant or less embarrassing, which is why I would never tell this to someone that I know and care about, because it's like anytime I try to talk to people, it's just like it's a humiliation ritual. I swear to fucking God. I don't know if I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess like that's it. I'm out of education. I guess I'll find a job back home, and then that'll be it. That's all I have for the foreseeable future. And I can't say any of that excites me or anything or what, but it's kind of all I have at the moment. And I'd love to tell you that I'm gonna go home and I'm ready to, try get my life in order a little bit, because that's what this should be about, right? It's like I couldn't do uni. I'm not the right person I would need to be for that at the moment, so I had to quit. And for my own sake, I need to focus on myself. And I'm gonna go home, and it's gonna be this for years and years and years. I swear to fucking God, this is gonna be the worst rest of my life it could be. Presently, I think. But when I finished secondary school, I had college, and then college I was okay because I was like, alright, it's just university next, right? Or it's like a gap year and then uni. It's like whatever, right? It's like there's a next step. But now it's like there is no next step. It's like I finished it all. I'm done. I've finished, and I can't shake the feeling this whole time that like I'm just done. Like there's nothing ahead of me. I can't picture myself in like even like 3 years, right? I don't. There's no pathway to being a healthy, functioning member of society, especially not in the society that we currently live in, because everything's kind of just getting worse and worse. Anytime I get like this is a dumb one, but like I'll be just trying to look at like something on YouTube on my phone, and I'll get like 2 unskippable adverts in a row, and that upsets me so much. Like that pisses me off to no end, because it is so scummy and like capitalist. I feel like I'm being fucked over every single turn by capitalism. The entire time I've been at uni, money has just been coming out of my pocket, and it just like I just feel like I'm getting fucked by the system. At every single turn, anything I do, if I want to like go to the beach right now, I gotta hand money not to someone offering a service. I have to hand money to a corporation to like get the bus, or like the train especially. Jesus fucking Christ, the GWR. Fuck the GWR, and fuck Margaret Thatcher. Am I right? And that's the kind of shit that teenagers bang on about to feel cool and nihilistic, but like it genuinely upsets me. It genuinely makes me so fucking sad, and I don't know what to do. I'm so like I feel like I've got no place in the world. I feel like I can't find a place in the world. I feel like I'll never be happy with myself. I'll never be happy with the things I make. And that's kind of it, right? That's where it ends. And that's where I have to just stop and be like, cool. There's nothing else I can say there without running in circles, so. Just like, fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck. That's what it is. It's the 3 a.m. just going like, shit. Like, we're really fucked. I can't remember what I said in like the last couple of videos that were about this. I had the one before this one, which was about like internet drama, which was just something that was on my mind at the time, but that was not hugely connected to my general situation. Like the others have been. And I don't know what like I said. I can't really remember. Um, but that's the current state of things. That's the roundup, which I think is not too dissimilar to how I felt like a year ago. I remember making. I definitely I must have said this in the some of the first videos I did where I was like, I think that like 2024, 2025, I think this is gonna be like the worst year of my life. I remember thinking that like this is gonna be the worst year of my life. Like going away to university, this is gonna be the worst I've ever been, and I was completely right. I predicted that shit completely. I went away and I got more depressed. I got pretty desperate, and then I just lost it all. I fucked it all up again. I fucked it all up, and I gave up. And now I'm going home. So. I talk to people sometimes, and they tell me that they're kind of in similar spots. And I think they used to be kind of comforting, like you're not alone. We're in this together type shit. But as of late, when I talk to my friend and like they're like, yeah, I'm just so miserable and everything is going wrong. It just upsets me so hard how we're all so miserable. Everything is going so wrong for all of us, and there is like nothing we can do. And I think we're all feeling a bit like that. Not to assume anything of you, but I think we've all kind of felt, like everyone I've ever talked to in the past, like, year has. I feel like we've kind of all shared the same sentiment that like we're just kind of a bit down, and the world is kind of just getting scarier, and you're a bit lost. And I think maybe that's just part of being like 19 years old and transitioning to adulthood and everything. But it's real. It's very real, regardless of how cliche it is. Oh, a Steam notification? Really? You gonna do that to me? Whatever. Yeah. All the cliches about growing up is real, I guess. I would love to be one of the ones that make it. There are some friends that I have where I just like, I just can't be sure that they're gonna be like make it out alive. You know, I have a lot of friends who struggled really heavily with mental health. Some like quite a bit more than me, and I just I just have to hope that something changes for us all, because like Jesus fucking Christ, right? I guess that's where I'm ending the video. Maybe you'll hear from me a bit more soon. I don't know. Again, the reason I stopped filming these was because I was just so I felt like I said everything and then just nothing changed, which I think is quite true. And probably nothing will change, but it might be nice to reflect a little more. And I don't know what's next for me now, but I don't see my situation improving, so I'll probably need to talk some more about it. If I can't find a therapist, I guess. I looked for therapy, not recently, like months ago. I looked for therapy, and it didn't end up panning out. Maybe I should try therapy, or maybe it will just. Maybe therapy will tell me everything I already know, and then I'll just be a certified lazy piece of shit. I feel like that's a part of depression that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, even though I know everyone has it. Everyone has to have it. I don't hear a lot about the guilt. At least in that specific aspect of like, I see posts online sometimes talking about like how annoying it is when people you know vent to you and then like say that they don't want to try things or do things to improve. I explain that so poorly. I'm really bad at explaining like shit like that. Holy fuck. Oh my god, let me try that again. It's people complaining about those who are depressed and find it really hard to find the energy to actually get up and change their lives. I see people quite angrily going like you know, me when I'm fucking miserable and depressed, but I literally am not gonna do a single fucking thing to improve my horrible situation, even though I very well could. And anytime I read a post like that, it's just like, fuck, that's me, isn't it? That's me they're talking about. So, yeah, that could probably be what therapy will do if I can be bothered. I'll update you, I guess, if that happens. Because this is where I sign off for now. For real this time. I'm not going to drag this any longer. Thank you for listening to some. Oh my god, that was a voice crack and a half. Oh my god, that was really bad. I might cut that out. That was embarrassing. Yeah, thank you for listening to some of my points, my thoughts and stuff. And I hope you're doing okay. I hope there's at least a little bit of hope in your lives. And I'll speak to you some other time. So, bye for now.